This
Okay,
meeting is being recorded. Yep.
very good. Hey, Ryan. So first of all, thank you so much. You've used the Germain UX for 3 months now, and have placed your trust in our technology, and our support. So, and you gave us awesome feedback as you've been using the platform. So, could you please just briefly just share, with our audience, what is your responsibility in your organization?
Yeah. So my responsibility is advertising, website. So that's building new content, that's building new features on the website, SEO, etc., as well as like data and analytics. And I find that Germain UX really helps with the insights into how people are using something, and maybe what they're not using and why they're not, which is maybe an even more important question to answer when it comes to building a product that people actually use and like. So that's my general responsibilities, and our general use case for Germain UX.
Awesome. And what are some of the features that you've used, like with regard to these automated insights and
Oh yeah. So one of the things that is really neat, and I feel like is maybe a little revolutionary. That's a strong word, but I'll say this. With session replays, obviously, are fantastic. They show everything you want, but also you can actually search within a session replay for maybe a particular spot on the page, which is something I've not seen any other competitor like a Hotjar or something like that do. So let's say you're looking through a session replay and the session replay is 6 minutes long or something like that. You can search within that video for maybe when they get to a certain aspect of the page that you're really focusing on. And so you don't have to watch all 6 minutes if you don't want to. You can focus maybe on that 20 seconds, let's say, of when they're interacting with the spot that you actually care about, that you're really trying to get feedback on. So that's a very neat tool. I find that the dashboard is insanely customizable. So and far more in depth than one would get with, let's say, again, a Hotjar. I keep pointing back to that because I have experience with it, but I'm sure it's in relation to other tools as well. The amount of customization you can build within the dashboard is, quite frankly, mind blowing in a sense, of all the different views that you can set up and different things that you can track. So one of the, I would say, the maybe a more common use case would be like frustration clicks, right? Where are people getting frustrated within my product? Whether that's like an app or a web app, etc., or just a website, or software, etc. Is where are people getting frustrated, and that's typically measured by frustration clicks. There's things a person's mouse does when they're frustrated. I mean, you could speak to that probably very well. And then I want to mention one more thing is the customer service. So I'm speaking with Yannick, who's the owner of Germain UX, and even though I'm a new customer, 3 months in, etc., Yannick is probably, I mean, I've talked with him like weekly. I've talked to other members of his team. Fantastic customer service. There's a reason why the customer retention rate is like 95%, and that's due to a customer focused culture. So I don't think
yeah, well,
anyone can go wrong with that.
yeah, I mean, obviously, and for me that's a no-brainer, but thank you. And by the
Yeah,
way, do you know that search that you talked about in the session replay, you can actually do it at scale? So like, if you have 1,000 users on an
yeah.
app, then you can do that search on the like one level up from the session replay dashboard, on the drill through dashboard, to basically just identify the 10 users that or the 10 or the 50 users that may
That
have that
interacted with
specific
that
thing.
spot. Yeah,
Yeah. So anyway, just wanted to say that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
one last question, because I want to be respectful of your time. What type of so, without just mentioning the name of your organization, obviously, because I want to be respectful, like what do you guys focus on in terms of, like, at a very high level, and then, like, and then the next question, and that will be it, like, is what type of very different, but what type of company and size of companies do you think are the best fit for Germain UX?
Yeah, so the first part of that, so we focus on automating automatic, how do I say this? Painless solutions to regulatory problems within the life science industry, whether that be staffing or some form of automation within the compliance framework. So a lot of life science companies, they use, let's say, an e-signature, which is very common, right? Something like a DocuSign. Well, that actually falls under like 21 CFR Part 11, which is an FDA regulation that covers how life science companies need to use e-signatures. So we help automate compliance with things of that nature. And the second part, who is the best, in my opinion, target market for Germain UX? Germain UX is a great fit for, I would say, mid-sized and enterprise companies. That's not saying that it's not great for a smaller company as well. But I think that like this product is tailor-made for an analytics person. If you have like someone on your team who's dedicated to analytics, or a large part of their job involves analytics, testing, like CRO. So if you have a CRO person, so conversion rate optimization specialist on your team as well, perfect for them. So I would say if you have a dedicated data person on your either marketing or IT team, like this is the product for them. And if you have just a general person who has analytics responsibilities, which most marketing teams do at this stage, in 2023, it's a good product for them as well. So I would say mid-sized to enterprise companies with a decent sized marketing team would probably be best, right? Because a dedicated analytics person usually isn't the first hire, but it can fit for anyone whose job is analytics. It's quite comprehensive.
Awesome. Well, Ryan, I have no words. So thank you so much for your time, and thanks so much for this testimonial. Very much appreciated.
Yeah, no problem.